Yeah, these are, I can only use my silk with a liner at this point. Also, so these, I have scrape marks in my white sink because of this in the inner thing, because it's so abrasive that it's actually like damaged our sink. So when I would clean that, I'd have to put down a plate first and then put the crock pot inner part on a plate so that it wouldn't scrape the actual like bottom of the sink. But so I can actually use the slow cooker for the first time. It's magic. It's so cool. I'm so excited about this. And my reflex thought is like, wait, it's gonna burn or it's gonna melt. But it's safe. So this is why you just get a new slow cooker unless you use a liner. You don't have to now. So I actually use the slow cooker. Oh wait, sorry. I thought you were saying something new. Are you anti-cleaning or what? Me? No, I just think if it's a little bit easier, it's just a really awkward dish to clean. And you can't clean it. Maybe you can. Maybe it is dishwasher safe, but it always gets like food crusted on it. It's not a fun dish to clean. And sometimes Ryan helps me do like the after dishes after dinner. And so I showed this to him and he's like, oh my goodness, that's going to make cleaning the crock pot so much easier, since he sometimes helps me with that. So we're going to do the pork loin today. Since the chicken is still thawing, I got some chicken. It's probably thawed enough, but I'm going to do the slow cooker pork loin today. And that has root vegetables and then honey and balsamic for the loin. Especially with a small sink. Yeah, it was big enough to fit in there, but it scraped my sink, so I just had to be super careful, and I'd mostly like wash it on top of the sink because it's just a hassle. So we're gonna have, they call for like carrots but to chop carrots, and I'm like just gonna do this. So Miss Rice Krispies, I don't think I said thank you for your 47 months. Did I? Thank you for the resub. I may have missed that. I'm sorry. Do we need onion? No. Oh, I think somebody said they added an onion to this one. I was looking, whenever I try a new recipe, I try to read the notes. And somebody said add an onion for more flavor. And then I've got red potatoes, and ginger is in the tikka masala, if that's for a different day. Oh, I didn't know we had these. I wonder where Ryan must have gotten them from, either work or sometimes people at our church have like a bunch of veggies and stuff they'll bring for everybody just to take home. They like grow it in their yard. Potatoes, carrots. Oh, I've got everything. Okay. Little baby peppers, they're probably pretty. Help me, I'm poor. We have some people with lemon trees. Well, what will you make with the lemons? Charge Magic Missile, thanks for following. Oh, he didn't get the reference? Okay. No, it's from Bridesmaids. When she like gets anxiety on the plane, Helen gives her some sort of like anti-anxiety medication, but she also was drinking like, I think, whiskey with it, and so she got very inebriated or something was going on, and she goes to the first class area, and the flight attendant guy was like, you can't be here, this is first class. And I think it's something like that, and she's like, help me, I'm poor, because he was telling her to go back to coach. She's got, sometimes she's funny, sometimes her like stuff I'm like, eh. But like in that movie, I feel like she did a pretty good job. I think this can come down just a bit. Let me just see where this line is here. Make sure I get it straight. That looks good. Help me, I'm poor. I like how Benny's like, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna wash the potatoes. Was it a surprise? Wait, what do you mean? What surprise? Did I say we had a surprise? I started doing lemon water first thing before coffee as a healthy thing. Huh. What does that do? Other than hydration, and I know lemon has good stuff in it for you. I unboxed the razor. I unboxed, have you heard of the company Razer, Rogue? They have a bunch of like gaming electronics and supplies and, well, actually streaming stuff for creators. You don't have to be a gamer to use their stuff. Might be time to replace this light. It'll go for weeks without having any issues, so it's like killing me to want to replace it. Again, I have one in the garage. I have one ready to go. Oh, gotcha, Rogue. Okay, we're just gonna chop these up into pieces, bite-sized chunks. So we're gonna put this in the bottom. Never mind, don't listen to me. Wait, it said 1 pound of baby carrots. Is this a pound? I feel like this. Oh, these are carrots. Oh, sorry, never mind. No, it says 1 pound of baby potatoes too. I think this is good for bite-sized. The mixer. No, it's not. I don't like the little like hair things that come out of it. Get rid of that. Uh-oh. What are you making? Hey, Emerald Lord. I'm making, I'm prepping a couple crock pot meals as well as like starting one. So this is a pork loin with root vegetables, and it's got honey and balsamic vinegar as the seasoning. Oh yeah, and B777 just pulled up all the recipes in case you guys want to follow along or you want to see what I'm making. I feel like that might be enough, especially since I'm adding onion. Yeah, that's going to be enough. I'm just going to put that in the bottom. Place potatoes and carrots and blah 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 in the bottom. Okay. This one needs to be smaller. And then I got a bunch of carrots. Where is the national dish of the UK? Wait, what do you mean? Slow cooker, life-saving. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, sorry. I thought those were you guys had the same colored names, so I got confused. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Let me do the onion too. see my new tattoo? It's the Razor logo. Someone asked what's for lunch. I know, it's just a bunch of snakes. So metal. Do the other one too. Venom. Uh-oh. I dropped a piece of onion down the crack of death, but I got it, I saved it. Between the stove and the countertop. All right, onion, potatoes, and carrots are now in the crock pot. I'm gonna mix that up a bit. Hey, Sir Blady. And then we're gonna add the pork loin on top of that, and then the seasoning sauce stuff. Is that open enough? It shows in the recipe the pork tied together, because usually when you get pork loin, it's actually two separate pieces, like that. I think I'm gonna keep them separate and see how it goes, because I have a hunch that with them being separate, they might cook faster. Haggis has never tempted me. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try this. We're gonna season generously with salt and pepper. By the way, this salt and pepper is gonna need to be the salt and pepper for everything. So it might look like I'm doing really generous. Reactivated Disney Plus. Oh, nice. Maybe Captain Roberto will let us slow cook in a liner bag in the steam furnace. Yeah, I bet he would. Okay. Oh, I should have peppered it at the same time. Whoops. That's really generous. But I mean, there's a ton of carrots and potatoes and stuff in there, so I don't even know if this is enough, even as I've done a lot. Hopefully. I guess we can always add more later. Actually. Just gonna add a little bit of salt down on the veggies because I did add extra too. There. That seems good. And now we're gonna add the honey, balsamic vinegar, chicken broth, and cornstarch. We're gonna make a little thing to drizzle over the top. Water. We're just gonna have like a raven here because this light wants that, I guess. I use an accent for water for our European friends. That's nice of you. So they know what we're talking about. Man, I'm so looking forward to having a week off from running. I decided after let me get this started and I'll tell you about Saturday. I keep saying that, but then I keep forgetting I need to just get this actually started. Where am I going to put this? I might put it over here. I forgot that I set the lighting back up again. That looks good. I mean, as good as like raw pork can actually look, I guess. Rave lights, yeah, I have them. So it's called Lumia Twitch, the program that I use, and it connects to the alerts. So it actually corresponds with like if an alert comes through, like bits or tips or resubs or subs, and then it flashes lights, whatever. And I can set it up to be different things. Like I had this police alert for a while that did like red and blue, and it had a siren. I added the sound effect of a siren. What am I doing? The sauce. Honey, balsamic, cornstarch, broth, right at the bottom, of course. And honey. I got a bunch of honey. I have 2 whole new honeys. Not if I mentioned to y'all that I'm finally back home and great-granddaughter is doing wonderful. Oh, good. Thanks for the update. We'll add light and magic to my list too. Oh, wait. To like a wish list? Thanks. I haven't worn, I used to in junior high, maybe even like freshman year of high school, I wore overalls like beyond the time that it was cool. I don't know if it was ever cool. It was like a thing. Like they sold them overalls, and they were always like really loose, oversized ones, and I was like really skinny, so I think it probably just looked really funny on me. That was back when I had my permed hair that was totally grown out, so it was straight and then permed, and then my overalls. But I like the short alls. I don't know what they're called. What are these called? You said dungarees. I know. Oh my goodness. You create your own. That's cool. You say it looks like you don't look funny now. No, I've grown out of my awkward stage. I've grown a little farther away from my awkward stage. I live in combats and baggy jeans forever. 90s skater look. Nice. Thank you. Makes me feel better. But getting rid of my overalls was part of my makeover. Kathy Bonnie, thanks for your following. Thanks for, you know what I mean. Dungarees. That's such a cute name. Am I saying it right? I can't imagine what your awkward stage must have been like if this is the unawkward stage. This is me like knowing a little better how to like interact with people. If you can believe it. You are. Oh, thanks. And this. Okay. Totes ox. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to kind of guesstimate this. That's probably about a quarter cup. And then the rest is balsamic. I wonder if I should do extra. I did add more onion, so I'm going to do a little extra. To like there. And then the balsamic will be that's kind of fun looking. And then we need chicken broth, so we need to do, let's see if I could do this. Something like, oh boy, oh, no, stop it. Chicken broth, calm down. Stop doing that. It's like spilling off the side. Oh, I guess you guys can't see that part. I have done rosemary. Yeah, I love rosemary. That's one of my favorite herbs. I like using it in sweet stuff, savory stuff. I like using it for cocktails. Rosemary is so good. But that's, I'm going with the recipe this time, and it's a little different from that. Or it doesn't have rosemary. I guess, you know, this could actually probably benefit from rosemary, but I don't have any fresh rosemary. I have this rosemary bread that I make, and it's so good. I like to put extra rosemary in it. Tablespoon, we'll do a tablespoon and a half, because I think that's what I'm doing with everything else. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing like 1.5. But Dubber! Thank you for 16 months subbing to the channel. Hope you're doing well. That's about half. And then we'll whisk that. Now I want rosemary. Dang it. Okay, let's mix that up. Oh, I think the ground is, or the counter is still a little bit wet. I don't like that. I'm gonna change it. I don't know if I like it anymore. Let's try this one. You like the ketchup song? Oh, is that what that was? I don't think I know it. But no, I guess not. So we're mixing this all together. It's cornstarch, chicken broth, honey, and balsamic vinegar, and it's going to be poured over our pork loin and over the carrots, onions, and potatoes. It's a good thing you don't make your coffee in these big glasses. Wait, why? On our vacation, I saw for the first time ever a Bob Ross episode. Oh, just like Bob Ross in general. He just seemed like a really nice guy. Didn't he have like squirrels on the show with him or something? He was an interesting guy. Original ASMR. He's so calming. Bob Ross was an idol. Love using Dijon mustard as a binding agent for seasoning the pork. Interesting. I don't have a smoker actually, but. Hi, Tinkerbell's mom. Tinkerbell's mom. Do you have a different name in the YouTube chat? I'm trying to remember because some people have different names and I'm trying to keep track of everybody. Okay, that's poured over the top. Pour over. Cook until instant read thermometer inserted in the middle of the pork loin. Registers 155 Fahrenheit. 5 to 6 hours on low, or 3 to 3.5 on high. So I've got it on low, and we're gonna add the lid, and we're just gonna let it do its thing. Dinner taken care of. With 11. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought that there's somebody that comes, I was just verifying, because there's somebody that comes in here with like a fully different name, and they're like, hey, I'm this person, and I'm like really used to talking to them, so I'm trying to figure out who that is. But yeah, I've seen you here before, but for some reason I thought you had told me you were a different name. But you didn't, so forget that. Your name always starts with Iwani. Ew. You're BTTV7 something. I think my brother likes to smoke meat. He lives in Texas now, so I feel like that's really appropriate. Hi, Crow. No. I was trying to find ingredients for this for today to do after we did that, to do like a little extra filler recipe. I was going to try to make the blue milk from Star Wars Land, but I couldn't find one ingredient that I needed. So I'll need to find that, and maybe I can do it on a future stream. Hi, I'm in Arizona. Matthew Onion. Was it milk? No, I got the rice milk. So this recipe calls for rice milk, which I think the blue milk has rice milk. And then it's like Gatorade. I think it's like Arctic something. Oh, I forget. I have it listed somewhere. Matt the Wanion, or Matthew Onion. That's kind of funny. Black balloons. I don't have any black balloons. You don't get to choose the color because I don't have any. Water, phenolic soup, protein mixes. Yes. Excuse me. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. I heard mixed reviews on the blue milk. Really? I've had it. It's not bad. And you know I'm a little bit picky when it comes to food things. I mean, I liked it. How do you not have any black balloons? Because I have a black Sharpie. How do you write black on black? Do we need to send you black balloons for He would love that. I think I got a silver marker for when I did black balloons for something. I'm pretty sure. Not that I can accommodate, but... Oh, so you haven't had it yet. Wait, when are you going? Soon? Soon? Chai, thank you for the 819. Do you just pick random pennies? Random penny numbers? Or is there actually any rhyme or reason? It wouldn't surprise me if you actually had like a long-term plan for those. No, Narcil, thank goodness. He's creepy. Why do you think they're random? Because they don't have any, like, obvious reason for them? You'll see in 2 years? Okay, see, that's what I'm saying, the long game. I was like, okay, good, this is the edited version. Malky, come say hi. I scooped it up exactly how it was laying. It was laying on the bed. Oh, Ryan and I always call it it. Call him it. Where is it? It's on the bed. Yoki, I kind of want to make t-shirts with your face on it. Just like a big face with just a blep and 3 teeth showing. He's so bleached, his summer coat. Is it dead? No, it's not dead. Look at his tail, it's moving. Isn't this so weird that he, a furry puddle? Oh, here, I got you. I got you. He's just a baby. Okay, I was going to tell you the story about Saturday's run. I say run because it was definitely, hi, you're looking at me really cute. You were just a baby. You were just an infant. He's like, okay, I'm done. So trusting. Well, we love him a lot, so it's nice when it's a little bit reciprocated, but sometimes he's like, leave me alone. I like how the cat stays flat when held like Gandalf when he was held by Galadriel. Wait. I don't remember that. Was that in The Hobbit? Poor Meowky. No. So, let's see. Saturday was, I was going to do a run. What is going on? These are, I'm not sure how I feel about these because I feel like they keep, I can't tell if this is, if that's crooked or the overalls are crooked because they look like they should be even right now, like the amount of this, but it's crooked and I don't know. I know my shoulder, my right shoulder sits lower because, like, I just know that that's how it is, but I don't know. The Hobbit. Oh, okay. Finally, we're telling a story. So, on Saturday, so last week, this lovely Twitch chat was very generous, and usually my runs are dictated by whatever support comes in, and that helps, like, add mileage to my run. So, oh, Franz, thanks. Galadriel carrying Gandalf and go to images. Galadriel carrying Gandalf. Yeah, maybe they're different. It also, I think my shoulders sit different. Let's see. Hold on. I need to bring the brightness up so I can see. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, how he's kind of like he's not really like slumped like a normal person. Is that what you're talking about? He's kind of like rigid. I know I need to stop doing the shoulder wiggle. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. I don't remember that. I've only seen the Hobbit movies one time, actually. I just realized I still have the... Guys, I just have this, like, casual tattoo. Can you imagine if I had, like... Can you imagine me with tattoos? Does that seem weird? I feel like it kind of seems weird to me. This is just a... This is the Razer logo. Anyway, so I got up... So I did the Friday night stream ending at 1 a.m. and I usually get to bed at 3 a.m. after that with like all the travel time back to my car and then my car to my house, and then I have to like plug all my equipment in and get everything like put away and then shower and then get ready for bed. So by the time I get to bed, it's like 3 a.m. and, you know, waking up at like 8 or 9 feels like 5 or 6 hours because that's what it is. So I usually sleep until like 10, and even that's only like 7 hours. But I got up then, and Ryan and we were talking for a little bit, I think until like 11. I ate breakfast around that time, and then maybe around like noon he was like, don't you, or I was like, I have a run today, but we were gonna go to a potluck at our old condo complex because somebody we knew there was like moving, and so they invited us to come join, which is really cool. But we had to be there at 7, and usually I do my runs from like 6 to 8 or something because the sun is going down and it's a lot less hot / dangerous weather. I say dangerous because like being out in the 90-degree weather is probably not the wisest thing, which is what I ended up doing. And
come here, you stupid mama.
I know, it was stupid. I haven't done a midday run in like, I think like 3 years. And it was my fault for not like thinking it through properly. I should have been better prepared, so I had breakfast, but I probably needed some sort of protein or something, or to bring a snack with me. I could have brought a snack with me, but I also didn't give myself enough time to hydrate. I drank water before I went. I brought water with me, but I needed more for what I was about to do. And it was just too stinking hot. So I think I left at noonish. Maybe it was like 12:30. And so I was definitely out there when it hit the peak of like 90 or 91 in the sun. And I've been doing this for a while, the running, and I was like, I can handle a little bit of sun. But you don't realize until you're out there and all of your resources are depleted and you're like, oh, this was a bad idea. This was a really bad idea, especially on an 11-mile like run. I walked most of it because there was a point where I was like, this isn't gonna work if I keep running. Just how much the heat hits you. Yeah. Why'd they change to red? Because they are related to, like, if people do bits or tips or subs, the lights are related to the alerts. So yeah. And about like 2 or 3 miles in, I realized I was getting hungry, and I had 11 miles. Keep in mind too, this was my start of my double Disney day week. So I was at Disneyland like the whole day, or like in the Disney area, like the whole day, Tuesday and Friday. And I did 11 hours of streaming both of those days, not including like walking to and from my car a couple of times. So there was a lot of physical exertion last week. And then, and I skipped Wednesday's run because I was like, I felt like my legs needed a recovery day because they were so sore. And so it was probably not my best. Yikes. Yay, Nana Mickey. I love that you're jumping on that and using the alerts. You sent me an Instagram DM? Okay, I will check that. Good thing you're aware of how you're feeling. Yeah, I'm super aware. Partly because when we've done hiking, you have to kind of like take stock of how you're feeling. So if you're starting to feel hungry, I can feel the point where like my hunger turns into a wall of no more energy. So you start feeling that stomach growling feeling, but when it's like extra strong and you just need a meal, that's when my energy is just like done. I'm done. And then everything just starts to go. So anyway, the nice thing is about halfway out on I'm just going to call it a walk. There is like a gas station that I pass, and I had my phone with me, and I was like, I popped in, I was like, do you guys take Google Pay? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And I went and I got an icy because I knew I needed to calm down. I needed to cool down. I got an icy. I got a Gatorade because of electrolytes and hydration. And then I got like a Slim Jim and cheese stick thing. Anyway, so this is what I went and grabbed on the middle part. And I just went and I found a seat, and I just sat down, and I drank this Gatorade and the icy in like a really short amount of time. It was, yeah. I was like extremely dehydrated by that point, and I could tell okay. So you guys know I'm pretty stubborn, and I'm like, okay, I might have some physical discomfort, but I can make it. This was to the point where I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it home without having heat stroke or something like that, because it was just like direct sun, and it was middle of the day. There wasn't shade because the sun was like at the peak basically, and it was like 90 degrees. It's pretty stubborn. So if I was stopping and saying, because I kept being like, maybe I can make it, I might not feel great after, maybe I can make it, and I was like, I think I can make it, but I'm gonna be not great. And I don't know if you guys have ever gotten heat exhaustion or heat stroke, but I can't remember the difference between the two, but you can actually, like, people have had to go to the hospital and stuff for that. So I was at the halfway mark, like 5.5 miles, and I was like, yeah, I should probably stop. I didn't want to like ruin my streak or like my time, but I just paused everything, and I went and sat down, and oh my goodness, I was so refreshed. And even with that, I had what I needed. I got the food. I cooled down like my core with the icy, which was so nice. That was like a bunch of sugar too, so I got some energy. And then the Gatorade had all the electrolytes, and then I filled up my water bottle. I drank a ton. And then even with that, by like the last couple of miles, like probably 2 miles of my walk, I was like, and Ryan was home. He was like, if you get into trouble, like call me if you need it. I could have called him, but I could do it. I just had to do it super slow. So I was so lethargic, like not fully awake and alert for at least a few days. Ooh, yikes. Yeah. Don't do that. So that was one of those live and learn situations where I felt pretty dumb. But I've done like 9 miles, I've done 10 miles, and it's so different when you do it when there's shade. It's completely different. So it's like when we did our hiking trip on Catalina, and there's basically no shade. It's so much harder, even though the weather wasn't extremely hot, it's so much harder with the direct sun, no shade. So, hello Disney Adventure Vlogs. Sorry I've not been joining your live streams. That's okay. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. Ooh, nice. That's fun. Travel. Takes patience to recover from heat stroke. Some actions help, but it'll take a while. Yeah, I just didn't want to push myself over the edge. So that's what happened on Saturday. But that was completely my fault. I could have waited till the next day or something. So this is like, I'm telling you this because I guess I want you guys to know that even though sometimes I push myself, I can tell when it's too far and when it might be not okay, and I'll take steps to be careful. So that's one of those. I walked in the house and Ryan was like, you made it. And I was like, I am never doing that again. And he kind of laughed. So what are we cooking? So I've got in a slow cooker over here, I've got pork loin on a bed of carrots, red potatoes, and onion. And then we made a sweet and tangy sauce. honey and balsamic vinegar and chicken broth and cornstarch and mix that all in. So in 6-ish hours, it should be ready to eat for dinner. And then I'm gonna make a salad, and I have cold watermelon, and it's really sweet because it's summer. Not lion, just in case. And then I've got, did I say salad already? I have salad, and I have this like Olive Garden Italian dressing that I like to put on it. Water time, oh yeah. But I decided after that Saturday thing, and then yesterday, I was like, I feel okay, but I don't want to like injure myself, and so that's why I'm taking this week off from running, because I feel I don't feel like it's going to hurt any of my progress, and I feel like you have to kind of like know when to actually take breaks so that your body has a chance to get stronger again. So that's like me telling myself I need to do that. It feels counterintuitive to take a break, but I can tell that my legs aren't getting the recovery time that they need since I'm doing. So this is what my schedule was. Monday was 11 miles, and I ran the majority of that. And then Tuesday was 11 hours of streaming at Disneyland. Then Wednesday was going to be another run. I skipped that because I was like, there's no way this is going to be good for me. Physically, mentally, all of the above, that's going to be bad. And then Thursday, so Wednesday and Thursday I took a break, but then Friday I did another 11 hours plus travel time of walking. And then Saturday I did the 11-mile thing. And I was like, yeah, maybe too much right now with getting used to this new schedule. Not Scary Farm media passes for September 22nd? Let me see. September 22nd. Wait. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at August 22nd. I was like, wait, hold on. Oh, that's opening night. So what is it? It's like an application thing? I'm trying to remember what you told me. You can send it to my email if you like. attractionslive@gmail.com. I'd be interested to look at that, if that's like a thing you just apply for. Zabulina. Thanks for the follow. It's an application. Okay, yeah. So my email is attractionslive@gmail.com for that stuff. If you wouldn't mind sending that, that'd be awesome. What do you want for next time? What do you mean? I have to go to an SAT class prep class at 6 p.m. Oh. Thanks, Chai. Having heat exhaustion / stroke is no fun. Been there, done that. I've had that. I've had something before, and I've like almost thrown up from it. Your body's just like, what did you do to me? It's way too humid for anything outside. We are not used to this at all. I think I may be melting. Oh no. Yeah, it's we're pretty close. We're pretty close to each other, I think. We'd both be experiencing like similar-ish humidity. Thank you. I appreciate that, Paul. For your life? What do you want for your life? That's a really deep question. Love and happiness. That's what I want. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I was trying to avoid. When you're younger too, you don't know the warning signs when your body is trying to tell you something. So I think most people, maybe not, but I think a lot of people have to go through experiencing like heat exhaustion or heat stroke to know, and also live in a place where like that's a possibility. But if you had to pick one, you'd pick love, but also you're okay. That was so awkward. Last year at the Disney Halloween event, Dr. Facilier from Princess Tiana, Princess and the Frog. So that character was like one of the villains who was at the Halloween event, and he was just talking to like people walking by. And I don't remember how the conversation got started, but see, look, doesn't this look like pretty even but this is like way, anyway. And he asked me what I want. And I think I said life, love, and happiness. And he's like, you have to pick one. And I was like, okay, love. And he's like, well, do you have, I think he said, do you have a, are you married or do you have a partner or something? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, then why are you, I don't know. It was really, really awkward. He like called me out and I was just like bantering with him. I didn't mean like find me a boyfriend, but it was really, really awkward, but kind of funny. Thank you. I appreciate that. Awk. I know. For the next period of time? I don't know. I'm kind of just along for the adventure. He asked if you were single, and you said no. Oh, yeah. Are you single? And he roasted you like a potato. I have never made this, but I will let you know if it's good. I can tell you, if you like mustard, I have a recipe that I can recommend that I've for sure tried. I'll grab it and post it in the chat if anybody wants it. I've done this now twice. I did this 2 weeks in a row because I was testing it for when my family came to visit. And I made it for Ryan, and then I tweaked it just a little bit. I think I just added a little bit of extra cream at the end, and maybe I'd add some flour to thicken it up, but let me find the link.
Buckle up, kids, we're going off recipes.
No. I kind of want life to be hard. If it was easy, I don't think it would mean as much. I think life goes in cycles. So I'm okay with it being easy sometimes because you know it'll get you through that time when life is harder, and you can look back on like the good times and then know that those times are coming back. If it was just always hard, I think you would just be like, man, this stinks always. At least that's how I would feel. Let's put the link in the chat. Okay, this is the recipe for slow cooker creamy French mustard chicken, and it's really good. It's very mustardy and it's really tangy, and I served it with rice and salad and fruit and stuff. Yeah. I feel like this is the conversation I've had with like one of our community members, Orbital, a lot, where I think he talks a lot about the contrast of like, even when things are hard, like the darkness, there can't be darkness without light, and there can't be light without darkness. So it's all of that balance of the contrasts, and the contrast makes you appreciate the change, and the hard stuff makes you appreciate the good stuff more than if you just always had good stuff. So I guess I would agree to an extent that it... Benny, have you said that to me too? You probably have. So I wouldn't want just a really great, like totally even existence, because you wouldn't appreciate things. It's like if you've ever struggled with money and then you get to a point where you're financially more secure, you appreciate it way more than if you were just given everything you ever needed and you never worried about it. Oh yes, blessings in disguise, yeah. I think I was talking about it in a slightly different way than that. Like the darkness and light. I feel like that's what, I thought that was a conversation Orbital and I had, but I'm trying to remember. It was kind of a while ago, I think, that we talked about it, but if you don't want your money, you can give it to me. Only if there's black balloons involved. You need more good times than other times. It's important to have a ground-based love life. That's what I mean. Harder is better. Oh yeah, you definitely... I wouldn't say you need the hard times to appreciate life, but to really appreciate it, you'll appreciate it in a deeper way than the person who hasn't struggled. I don't know. Hopefully you don't just not appreciate the good things, even though you haven't struggled with those things. But I don't know. I don't think life would be worse without the bad times, to be honest. I don't think it would be worse. I think I can appreciate the bad things because it helps to appreciate the good things. But I don't know if I need those to enjoy life. It's just not possible, yeah. And the like farther I get into my life, I realize this is, at first blush, this is going to sound like a depressing thought, but I realize that life doesn't ever really get easier. It just kind of gets harder and more complicated, and the hurt like hurts more. And like as you get older, I think that's just what I'm discovering. But there are also like great highs as well as the lows. So when you're in that low, try to remember what the highs felt like, and when you're in the high moments, like really feel them, because they're going to get you through the tough stuff. And that's like what I've tried to learn. And even with like Ryan, I try to, just like Meowky. I know we don't get to keep Meowky forever. There's going to be a time when we don't have Meowky. And so he's really healthy right now. And so sometimes I'll be like, to Ryan, I'll be like, let's just like take in this moment when he's healthy and we're all like good and we don't have any worries about his health, because this is a moment where we can just relax. Because I think a lot of the time we take that stuff for granted later. When things are bad, we're like, oh man, everything's bad, but we don't actually like note the good when it's happening. It's easy to just like gloss over that. So yeah, you can't take endless not good. That knocks you down. Life doesn't even give you life doesn't even give you lemons. As we age, we get wiser. Yeah, there's good stuff. It's not like it's all bad. You just gotta like mentally prepare for it. How well did you do on the SAT? I don't remember how I did on the SAT, but I think it was like, I wasn't a genius or anything, but it wasn't bad. It was decent, but I don't remember what it was. I didn't have to retake it or anything for sure. And it was enough to like get me into like the schools that I wanted to go to, even though I ended up actually doing junior college because that was more affordable. And I'm so glad I did, because I left school without any debt. So, and now I'm doing this. So, you know, what is life? Imagine if you only had one season all 12 months, you would not appreciate it. Exactly, yeah. Relations with other people, that part of life has made me more of a recluse. I like interacting, but not out in public. I think it's kind of made me more introverted in some ways too. Yes. Tinkerbell's mom, that's what I'm thinking. It's kind of like being young and not liking your body, but then when you get older, you really wish you had liked your body and want it back. Exactly. It's like, why didn't I appreciate it when I could have? And there are some things that like you can change and like make better for yourself, but there are so many things that you don't have control over. And you know, like when you feel, so say you have like a group of friends that you all kind of get along, and you have people that you can call or hang out with, and you take that for granted, because I totally have. And then people move away, or you move, and then you don't have that support system that you had. You're like, wait, why didn't I like soak that up when I had it? I feel like I wasted that. That's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. Just because things are changing in my life, and then even just moving here to Southern California from Northern California, I had like a group of like 7 girlfriends that I would hang out with. And it's been a lot harder to find like girlfriends here just to hang out with and like go do something random and spontaneous and similar interests. And so I just really didn't appreciate that, because I just thought that was like what you have. You have that many friends. I don't know. Oh, I hope you feel better, Franz. Oh, interesting, Scoop Girl. Oh, yeah. I think as you get older too, you're like, no, I don't really want to stay out that late for social things. Bragging about having friends? No, about not having friends now. I was fat. It took me a year to get fit, but it didn't make me as happy as I thought it would. Well, do you mean like physically you're like, oh, I still don't like the way I look? Or because like if you're getting healthier, that's good for like down the line. You can feel good about yourself, hopefully, for just taking care of yourself, even if you're not exactly the body type that you want. Because everyone is going to have something to change about themselves. And I'm not sure if that's what you're dealing with, but I feel like we're slightly leaning into our old like advice streams. Not really, but like it sort of feels like we're talking about life stuff now. I should probably do something else. Let's see. So I got another recipe for our next dinner, which is going to be, I think I'm going to make that on Wednesday. I was just thinking that. Yeah, I was like, this is getting like that. Okay, so I'm going to do slow cooker chicken tikka masala on Wednesday over steamed rice, and then probably have like fruit and salad also. So good old advice streams. I was like, I think I've mentioned this, but can you imagine if we did that with the YouTube stream? I would be like dead at the end of it, like mentally completely sucked dry. Like here, I feel like I kind of know you guys, and most of the people who ask questions, it's like, please no, it's like hanging out with like a big group of friends, but that would be like different. So imagine cooking on a cooking stream. You just thought it would make you feel super happy and it didn't? Maybe there's something else in relation to that you can find that makes you feel more happy or good about yourself. Because for me, when I'm running, it just feels like an accomplishment. I hate running, but then later I'm like, I did that run. I did that. And I can see like some like muscle definition happening and stuff like that. And so that kind of makes me feel good, even though I'm not like, personally, I'm not looking to lose weight or anything like that. I just want to feel healthy and not be lazy. And so it makes me feel good. And it just makes everything, I just feel like it makes everything fit better too. So it's not even like a weight thing. It's just sort of like I just feel good about what I'm doing, and that motivates me to keep doing it. Disney princess analogies run amok. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm sorry that it wasn't everything that you hoped it would be, Narsil. Yeah, that's another thing. You can have like a certain body type or look that you're going for, but you might be miserable to get there.